Welcome, this is Face Sauce, and today we are just doing this very simple everyday look using my very most favorite long-wearing products. So if you want to know what my favorite products are and why, and how to create this pretty simple look that's still very glam, keep on watching. Now, going on to actual makeup, we have primers. My top all-time fave, if I had to pick one, would definitely be this NYX Hydra Touch. Since I have dry skin, it is a godsend, and I just apply that with my fingertips. I feel like it gets into the skin more than the brush. So, helps get things warmed up, get your skin ready. I've used a variety of foundations. My favorite full coverage foundation right now is definitely this Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick. Stick foundations are kind of coming back. Anastasia just came out with one, so did Hourglass. I really want to try the Hourglass one, it looks gorgeous. But this is one of the original ones, and it's a classic for a reason. It gives you great coverage. It's very easy to apply. Just get my bangs out of the way here. And it's heavy, you don't need a lot. I like to use a lot because I like a lot of everything, but and I basically just kind of stipple that everywhere. You can draw shapes, whatever. And areas where I can tell I need more coverage, I just put more of it. Anyway, it blends like a dream. You can apply it very easily. It definitely works best with the brush. I tried this one with Beauty Blender and brush, but the brush seems to really like this foundation more. Next we're going on to concealer. I have used this for years. I'm probably on my 6th tube of it. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly. It is just the most, formula aside, it is just the most beautiful color for pale people. It is unbelievable. Like, I'm just gonna, I use it both for under the eye and for spot concealing. Even though it is a lot paler than my natural skin tone. I know, shocking, right? So the eye primer I've been using since the dawn of time is the Urban Decay Potion. Everyone uses this, it's not terribly exciting, I know, but everyone uses it for a reason. It works. And I like to take a very thin amount, just a tiny little dot, and I do like to apply this with the finger. I just feel like it gets into your skin more, it warms it up. And because you were setting it with, I set it with a powder, I don't worry about it getting too greasy or anything like that. And then I coat that in Laura Mercier, and then I set my eye primer as well. And this just helps my eyeshadows blend and pop in color so easily. Next, my favorite brow product. You're probably gonna laugh at me, but it's actually just a simple old eyeshadow from this Naked Basics palette. This taupe here, it's very gray, very neutral. I would imagine it'd make a great contour shade too, but that's what I love. And I just wet my brush. If I really want it to stay on, I'll use MAC Fix Plus, which I'm doing right now because I don't have any water right here. And I will just soak my brush. And then I just go for it. And I like very full brows. I'm not afraid of brows. I don't really do Instagram brows, but I still like my brows, so we're gonna just go and start doing that. Okay, and I clean up all the excess. Don't look at the color of this tube, because it's nasty. This is just the Megaclear mascara from Wet n Wild. It's 99 cents, I believe. Maybe $1.99. Either way, it's cheap. I buy about a new one every month because it gets gross for me just taking it through this powder. And by doing this, I'm kind of creating a custom brow gel. because obviously little particles of the eyeshadow get stuck to the wand and end up in the bottle. And it makes it this kind of funky, murky gray color. But it's perfect because by the time I've done it this enough, the eyeshadow has mixed in with the clear brow gel, and I've made a tinted brow gel, and it's awesome. You do not... I've had the Anastasia clear brow gel. It's no better than this one, and this is $1, so don't waste your money on that. It's literally something that nobody sees. But I do feel that this really helps blend any eyebrow work, and it sets your hairs so they don't go crazy, and my hairs are crazy. I have a lot of hairs. Next, I usually do my eyeshadow, and if I know I'm going to wear a lot of eyeshadow, I will put more setting powder underneath my eyes just in case of fallout. And I love to kind of create a line between the corner of my eye and the brow bone where I don't want any eyeshadow, and I just kind of pack it on. That's kind of my trick. This was a tough one because I just have so many eyeshadows and there's so many brands that I love, but the palette I reach for on a day-to-day basis is the one that just blends the best. It's easy to wear, it's just consistently beautiful across the board, is this Too Faced palette. I love Too Faced products, specifically their eyeshadows. I love this whole chocolate line. I love the scent. I know that that's really unnecessary in a beauty product for it to smell good, but when it does, it just makes you feel more luxurious, and it makes the whole experience of putting on makeup so much more pleasant when it looks adorable like this, and you know, it just smells like candy, literally. It's so awesome. I always go in the crease with like a matte transition shade. This is Almond Truffle. I feel like I wear this every day. It's almost getting boring at this point, but it's so pretty and easy. Then we pop her in the crease. So now that I have that base on, I go a little bit darker, and I'm going to go with this shade Mocha, also a matte shade. And I'm going to focus that on the outer corner a little more, just for added definition. And yeah, I'm just using the same brush. Sometimes I'll switch to a smaller one, but we're talking easy everyday look. This is probably what I would do. And going back to ColourPop eyeshadows, they also make some of the best shimmers on the planet. This one is called I Heart This, and we're just going to put this all over our lid, and we're actually going to use our finger to apply it. And then we'll blend it. Just in the center. I just find that fingers work really well with ColourPop eyeshadows because of that mousse texture. But I do want to foil it and make it a little more intense, so I'm going to spray my Real Techniques brush with MAC Fix Plus generously. And then we're going to grab a ton of this. This kind of acts as an adhesive and an intensifier. And we're just going to go all over that lid. Next, we're going back into this. And we're going to use a very fluffy brush, going back into that shade Mocha here. And I'm just doing a little more crease work, just to help blend the shimmer with the matte. For years and years and years of my life, I used this, Urban Decay 24/7. They discontinued it. You couldn't find it anywhere. I was heartbroken. I went through eyeliner crisis. I tried, I don't even know how many eyeliners. I couldn't find anything else that I liked, but as much as that, until one day I randomly purchased Dolly Wink. I love this eyeliner. It is perfect. It is easy. It's cheap. It cost me like $12. You do have to get it online because it is a Japanese brand, but it's not to love. And yeah, I just love this for drawing because you can draw a very quick, easy line. And it doesn't go anywhere. I have very watery eyes. I can't have something heavy or irritating or flaky, or it's all going to go kaput. But this eyeliner is just so easy. I'm not really going to do a wing liner today. I'm just going to tight line. just to add a little more dimension to my eyes. A lot of times with this much eyeshadow, I won't even wear eyeliner. Just too heavy mascara, but I just wanted to talk about eyeliner, so why not? Just like the littlest flick. Nothing crazy. It's a little flick. Of course I fucked it up. That's what always happens. And a little flick turns into a not little flick, but that's fine. I think I always know that's gonna happen, so that's why I start out really small. Okay, so we definitely did a lot of off-camera work on this liner, because you know how it is. I shouldn't have even put any on. That's why I usually just skip it if I'm not trying to do a dramatic line, because it's usually dramatic eyeliner, nothing for me, but I like it, I don't mind it. Moving on. We're gonna talk about mascara now. Being a person that has blonde eyelashes, mascara is one of my favorite things on the planet. Because it literally is from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. I have a lot of mascaras. My all-time favorite was the Lancome Hypnose Waterproof. I don't actually have a tube right now. But if we're talking high-end, definitely my favorite all-time. It's so gorgeous. It just stays forever. It lifts, separates, curls. It's perfect. It even smells good. Not that that's necessary, but if we're talking drugstore, which there are so many good mascaras at the drugstore, you do not need to spend money on mascara. I have a couple of favorites, but I always go back to this guy, the Voluminous Carbon Black and the Waterproof. I adore it. A lot of waterproof mascaras get weird, they get clumpy, they get dry. This one is actually better in the waterproof than the regular formula. I don't know what it is. It's just dry enough. You can really work it in your lashes without it getting weird and clumpy, and it's so dark and dramatic. However, my preferred method of application is I actually like to take this, also from the Voluminous line, the Million Lashes, and I apply that first, because I find it's a good separator. It kind of combs my lashes out, and then I use this on top to really amp up the volume, so we're gonna do that real quick. So yeah, that's one coat. Maybe I'll zoom you all in so you can see. That is one coat with the regular kind. I mean, this looks really nice on its own, but I like drama. So we're gonna go in with this guy and really ramp things up a lot. I mean, look at the difference between my two eyes. It's crazy, right? Crazy. Okay, we're back with lashes. Very exciting. Next, we're going to just move on to the rest of the face. Now, I never used bronzers just because I was so pale for so long. I just thought they all looked weird. But I found this one from Too Faced. I love it. Milk Chocolate Soleil. It's actually very light. It's kind of subtle. I love that. So I just take this Contour Morphe brush. Why was that so hard to say? And I apply it kind of a little higher than a contour would be, but lower than where a blush would be, if that makes sense. It smells so good and it blends so lovely. It's really a dream. I love this stuff. It just makes me look alive. I'll do a little under the chin. I'll do Lazy Girl's nose contour and just get the powder on the side of the brush. Then do a little here. And then a little here. It's very soft. It's not super noticeable. I like that about it. I love highlighters. And so does the dear human being who manufactured these things, Jeffree Star. I don't think anyone loves highlighter more than him on the earth. I don't think so. It's kind of his thing. Anyway, Peach Goddess, this is my, if I can only have 5 makeup products, like this would be one of the 5. I live for this. I put it all over my face. I use it as eyeshadow when I'm in a rush. It has a slightly pinky tone, so it's kind of gives you a beautiful blush-like finish without being obvious. It's basically like if my other favorite highlighter, Becca Pearl, and NARS Orgasm Blush had a baby and became one. It would be this. I love it. I will take a blush brush. I won't even use I will apply it like blush. And I just grab a ton. Even though it's pigmented, I just, when I just put it on, like where you would put blush on. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Ugh. If you color and shine, and a lot of times, yeah, I just don't wear blush when I'm wearing this, because it kind of serves a dual purpose. And I just blend that, and it's highlighter and blush in one. And I could stop here, but I usually put a highlight on top. And we're going to use Jeffree Star's Ice Cold, because it is the most blinding highlighter out there that is in a powder form. Most blinding in a liquid form would definitely be the Cover FX drops in Celestial. Adore that. Anyway, for this highlight, we're going to use a smaller brush, and we're really going to pinpoint that area right here. It's going to create a lot of depth. Oh, whew. You barely need any of this. It is so pigmented, it is ridiculous. And I love to do it here. I do the tip of my nose. Finger works best for that. And then Cupid's bow. I also do with my finger, and then I kind of dust it off. And then I put it on the inner corners of my eyes. Under the brow bone. Whew! I always do too much when I do that. Above the brow, just everywhere. And it's so pretty, and I love it, and I love it. I love it so much. My favorite setting spray is, I mean, come on, it's MAC Fix Plus. It's great for dry skin, it's great for longevity, it's moisturizing, and it makes your makeup last forever. And it kind of perfects your makeup. It just helps everything mesh into your skin and just looks so good. I put it all over, so here we go. Delightful. And like it makes everything look dewy and just, it's a dream. Next category is my favorite part of makeup, lipstick. Particularly long wear lipstick. I love matte lipstick. So of course, like most people, I am obsessed with liquid lipstick because it is the most long wearing thing out there. It's kind of phenomenal. And I know I already brought up products from him, but it's a fact. Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks are the best in terms of pigmentation, longevity, how comfortable they are on the lips. I can't think of a single bad thing to say about them, which is probably why I own far too many. They're not the cheapest. They're also not outrageously expensive. I think the price is fair. I think it's $18 for one. Back in the day, would easily plunk down $32 on a NARS lipstick and not think twice about it just because I love the quality. And I honestly feel like the quality of these are better, so here we go. This is the color Anna Nicole. It's pigmented, it dries fast, does not transfer. I've ate slices of pizza and had this stuff last through it unscathed. Also, unlike a lot of liquid lipsticks, you can reapply on top of it and it doesn't get weird. You know how, like, you eat something oily and it slightly kind of wears out in the middle and you just want to touch up? You can do that with this lipstick and it doesn't get weird. They pair well with lip liners. They pair well with gloss on top. They're just perfect. And they, with the exception of the nude ones, don't smell like anything. So, yeah, win-win. Thanks for tuning in.